Hi everybody. I'm just going to make a little quick video here on introduction to the PRIVA Office software. Okay, so this software is a look into the computer controls that control the greenhouse environment. Okay, so once you log in, you'll notice that it looks just like a normal Windows-based software program. Okay, it's fairly straightforward and easy to navigate. I mean, you drag your cursor around and you hover over a few things. I'll go over what they are in a second, but you'll see that menus drop down, and you can click and choose any of those. So if we look at the beginning here, so we'll go over what each of these things are. So this is the title bar. If you look here, it says PRIVA Office Direct Client. That's me. This is the computer server name where all the information is stored. And this is the page that I'm on. I'm on an overview page, it's called. Okay, so that's the title bar. We have a toolbar. We've got file where you can change user or exit the program. View, you can change your toolbar, which is down here. Sorry, this is the menu bar. Window, so you can do what you normally do in a Windows-based program. You can tile the windows, you can cascade the windows, etc. So if you've got multiple windows open, you can move them around and reorganize them how you choose. Browser. So this browser is basically the buttons on the toolbar. Tools. A couple of websites that you can explore. Really, I don't touch much into that. And the help screen. So this help button here is the manual for PRIVA Office. Okay. So this is the menu bar. Now we have the toolbar, which has a few more operations in it. Excuse me. So if you don't like using a keyboard for some reason, you can open up the keypad, and this keypad you can type in letters and numbers, which will give you addresses to each page. I'll get to each page in a minute. Each page has, sorry, I'll do it now. Each page has a title with a corresponding letter and number. For instance, we type in here M1 and enter. That gives you all alarms and messages. Okay, so we can navigate through the program if you know the letters and the corresponding numbers of the pages you want and the zone you want it. You can type that into these windows here. If you don't like looking at the toolbars and all that kind of stuff, you can look at full screen. If that stuff bugs you, whatever. So that's what this tab is. Like I said, this is another title bar where you can navigate through the software if you know the page numbers. We've got forward and back, just like the internet, the Chrome, whatever internet platform you use. So you just hit the back button and it goes to the previous page. Forward button, it goes to the page you were just on. Print screen. We've got a whole bunch of different other tabs here that's, if we were looking at recording your actions and making custom screens, adding notes, etc. All that is right here in the toolbar. Okay. So next we'll look at the navigation tabs on the left-hand side here. So you'll notice that you scroll around, you move your cursor around any one of these little icons, it'll give you other options. Another drop-down menu box. And if it has a little arrow off to the right there, there's more options. Okay, so these are all individual pages that you can navigate through. Okay, so just click on any of them and they change the page that you're trying to look at. A whole bunch of different settings, whole bunch of different actions that we can look at, right? Okay, so there's that. So yeah, sorry. The navigation tabs. Like I said, if you hover over any of these with your cursor, you'll get drop-down menus and you can navigate the pages through there, right? General tab gives you overall settings, like user settings, weather, what the current weather is on your weather station, and reports on the weather station. So the weather station we have is located on top of the greenhouse near the breezeway. Climate, so each zone will have a sensor reporting to the computer what's going on, temperature, humidity, and from those sensors you can get a whole bunch of different readings, okay? So that's what's going on here, and we can change our our user settings or our grower settings within the climate settings, okay? A quicker way to navigate these windows, we have tabs along the top now. So if you look at the climate settings, the settings have different tabs over the top of the window. Okay, so temperature settings, humidity settings, time period settings, heating, mixing, valve, cooling, venting, etc. are all up on top. Okay, another way to navigate through this tab, the climate tab, is using the arrow buttons here. So if you look, the arrow buttons correspond with the tabs, right? So if you hit the back tab, you're in heating. Hit the forward tab, you're back to mixing valve. Just a little bit of a redundancy there. This is an important area here. We're looking at the climate zones. We have 5 growing zones, or 5 zones within the PRIVA software that we control. 4 growing zones and 1 heating zone. Zone 6 is kind of a playground where students like yourself in a normal year would come in and into a computer lab and change some settings, have some fun playing around with different numbers, kind of like a sandbox, so to speak. Okay, zone 1 is our propagation area. 2 are where the poinsettias are growing. 3 is where the tomatoes are. 4 is the heating zone, so that's the breezeway, and zone 5 is your cucumber house. Okay, one key point, if you're looking at a settings page, so we're looking at temperature settings here. If you look at any of these numbers that are changeable, so to speak, you can see they're kind of bolded in dark black color. Okay, so if I wanted to change them, I double click on that and change it to 21, push enter, off you go. Okay, so now we change it back. So they're dark black bolded. If I look at a status page, you'll see how they're kind of grayish in color. That means that it's a reading. It's a read-only cell that gets its information from the sensor box that is in the greenhouse hanging in each zone. Okay, so to recap, PRIVA Office Direct is basically a window into the computer control system where a grower or a user can sit at a desk and manipulate the environment. Okay, so we will teach you PRIVA because majority of the growers in our pack and down in Leamington are using PRIVA. Hogendorn is hot on its tail. Argus is out there. Argus is another computer control system. Damitex is a Canadian owned company that we have a good relationship here with at the college. Hortimax. There's a number of them that are pretty decent, but there are really only half a dozen or so that are relevant within our industry that we'll talk about. Okay, so quick and easy video to introduce you to the software. There will be more videos to follow on individual controls. Okay, hope that was informative. Hope you got something out of that. Anytime you guys need me, shoot me an email, matorr@niagaracollege.ca. See you later.